Hey, let's begin our Tuesday yoga class. Good. I'm gonna drag my chair over here. Okay, and we'll start seated. Uh, all right, welcome to yoga. As I said in our little newsletter yesterday, that it's just so important to move your body. Our bodies were designed to be upright and moving most of the day. And over the past, basically, even, 7,500 years, maybe even the last 50 years, right? We've come to these with the invention of computers and desk work and, cars and all of that. We are sitting a lot, right? And so to get ourselves into a habit, and I was just listening to this great podcast the other day, and they said just 5 minutes and give it 50% of your efforts about 2 or 3 times a day. Yeah. And you can start before you even get out of bed. And we'll do a little bit of some exercises, some stretches that you can do before you get out of bed, suggestions. And I highly recommend, as we do these classes, as you come weekly and you do classes, since we don't do it every day, so many of you just do this yoga class once a week, to get a little sheet of paper and write down things that stretches and things like that that really feel good on your body and that you want to remember so that you can do them every day, just a little bit, 5 minutes every day, And again, if you look at animals, I have animal right there. And you just observe, when they're sedate like this, the minute they get up, they'll take a few steps and they'll stretch, all the time. And that's because they realize that they want to stretch the muscles and tendons before they start. Yeah, so it's so important to do that too. All right, so let's just start shaking, shake, shake, shake. Yeah, on this beautiful day, this beautiful day to be inside and doing yoga. Good. Smile on the face. Just tell yourself this is one of the best days of your life. Yes. Good. It's a good thing to wake up to. Tell yourself you love yourself and this is one of the best days of your life. And whether you believe it consciously or not, that's also a habit. And the more we make that a habit, the more it becomes reality. All right, bringing palms up on the lap. And let's just close our eyes and arrive in the space just for now. Yes. And just observe your breath, your natural breath. And breathing in and out of the nose. Now we're going to take a slow breath in through the nose. We're just going to pause it at the top, just a tiny little conscious pause, and then slowly breathe out, slowly, all the way. And then a conscious little pause at the bottom. And let's just do about 5 rounds at your own pace. Breathing in, little conscious pause at the top, and then breathe out, just noticing the pause. Yeah. But also, the society has become uncomfortable with pausing, right? Just stopping. So just notice how you feel as you just pause for a second. Ujjayi breath. Yeah, a little slight restriction of the back of your throat. You can hear that breath as you breathe in and you breathe out. Slowly, mindfully, listening to that ocean wave of breath. Sometimes to me, it sounds like wind blowing through huge evergreen trees up in the mountains. And just do a couple more slowly. Conscious breath, quieting down our central nervous system, bringing us to the present moment. And at the bottom of the next exhale breath, relax. So first thing before you get out of bed, that's a nice breath to do. Just begin the day before your feet hit the ground with expanding your lungs, oxygenating your body for just like 30 seconds or a minute. Yeah. And when you feel ready, you can gently flutter the eyes open. Yeah. Just starting new habits, new little habits. Yeah. Many of you probably already have them, which is amazing. Yeah. But just a little something each day. Yeah. All right. So looking straight ahead with our eyes now, we're just going to roll the eyes over to the right and then roll them over to the left. So just moving your eyes as you go to the right. See if you can look at a little bit of a shadow of the side of your nose as you do that. Catch a little glimpse of the side of your nose as the eyes are going slowly side to side. Yeah. And then bring your gaze forward and bring your eyes, just your eyes, up towards the sky and down towards the floor. Up towards the sky and down towards the floor. One more. And bring the eyes straight ahead. And then blink your eyes tight, tight, tight. And open them wide. And blink tight, tight, tight. And open them wide. And one more. Squeeze the eyes shut. And open them wide. And relax your eyes now. Good. Bringing your palms down on your lap if they're not there already. Let's lift the heart. Find a nice tall spine. Slide your hands up your thighs a little bit. Feel the shoulders reach back. Take a breath in, and as you exhale now, tip your chin to your chest. Keep your shoulders back. Good. And let's roll our neck, our circles. Almost like you're making a circle with the tip of your nose. Yeah. And finding, keeping your breath, inhaling as you go up. And exhaling as you come forward. Now, let's do 3 slow circles in one direction. And then pause and then do 3 slow circles in the other direction. Inhaling up, exhaling down. A smile on the face. Yeah. Just invoking some gratitude in our bodies and in our minds. Next time the head comes forward, pause and lift the head back up and relax your arms down now alongside your body. Wiggle your toes. Say hello to your toes this morning. Good. Let's do circles with our shoulders. So bringing the shoulders forward a little bit and up and back and down. Notice how your shoulders feel today. Yeah. Doing some nice circles with the shoulders. And again, this is a nice little stretch that you can do each day. Yeah, even while you're watching TV, just have a nice tall spine and then reverse opposite direction. Or when you're standing, maybe when you're sitting in a doctor's or dentist's office waiting for an appointment, just do some stretches. It'll encourage other people around you to say, oh, that looks like it feels good. Yeah. And then relax. Good. And shake, 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 shake it out. All right. Like keeping the arms relaxed down alongside the body, bring the palms forward and press into your toes and reach your arms out and up. Nice and easy. Just make a Y with your arms. Good. Gently spread your fingers wide and let's just do a wave. Yeah. We're like a royalty wave here. And feel that spiral energy all the way down your arms. Your forearms are moving, your upper arms are moving, and your shoulders are getting a little stretch. So yes, you're the queen of today and the king of today. And so give your little wave and then relax And then relax the arms, just bend the elbows and let the arms float down. Good. And then roll out the shoulders. Good. And now we're gonna float the arms just halfway up. And we're gonna stretch our fingers to either side. This just always feels so nice. And then while you're stretching here, just tuck your chin back slightly and breathe. This really helps the tight neck. And of course, getting our liver stimulated. Our livers have to process literally everything that we breathe in or eat, ingest. And relax and slowly relax the arms down. Even things we put on our skin, right? Because our skin is an organ and it sucks whatever in that you put on your skin. And a lot of that stuff, everything has to go through liver central, right? To clean it up. Yeah, so it's good to wake up our liver. Let's just do a little tap on our rib cage. Yeah. Say, okay, everybody in there, start your engines and relax. All right. So we're going to bring our toes out. You can be on our heels. Yeah. Now you're never on a rolly chair. I'm in a different place and this is the only chair I have. So you're on a stable chair. Yeah. And we're going to point your toes forward and flex them up. Yeah. So just making sure you're comfortable, feeling stable on your chair. So before you get up, this is one thing that as you're waking up on your back, you can stretch your toes forward and back and forward and back. And then relax and bring your legs a little wider apart. And then you can make circles with your feet. And this just feels really nice, especially in the first thing in the morning, you're waking yourself up. Yeah. And then reverse, go the opposite direction. Good. And then bring your heels back next to each other and one foot back and the other foot back too. Feet hip distance apart. Good. Another thing, after you do your little feet work, you can grab your this is really nice as you're laying down too, you're feeling really supported, starting always with your right side, Yeah, that's the ascending side of your colon. So hugging your knee into your chest. And again, when you're on the bed or floor and you're hugging in, it's really good massage for your gut. Yeah. And just hug in, reach your shoulders back, and then release. And then take the other leg and hug the left thigh into your belly. Good. And release. And if you're doing this on your back, then you can take both knees and hug them in. We won't do it on our chair. It's definitely, it's super challenging to do that. Yeah, good. All right, and just wiggle it out. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah, good. All right. And then we're going to take our toes, lift them up and reach the toes out and down. And then lift the toes up and bring them in. Just getting some strength going in our ankles. As you bring the toes, just slide on your heels as the toes go as far out as you can and in. Yeah, good. And relax, good. And then feet, again, 90-degree angle here. We're going to lift our heels up and release them down. And lift them up and release them down. Good. All right. Nice. Wiggle it out. Hands on our lap here. On an inhale breath, now lift the heart and look up. And as you exhale, relax your head down, slide your hands forward, coming into cat pose. Yeah. And then press into your feet, slowly lift the head, slide the hands up. Just getting a nice massage for our spine. Yeah. And another one, nice open heart. Just at your own pace. Do one more. Relax forward. Good. And bring the body straight back up. Good. Relax your arms down alongside your body. Reach the right arm up and lean over. Good. Just make this nice and graceful, this little dance. And then drop the right arm and reach the left arm up and over. And keeping the shoulders in line with the ears. Yeah. Just at your own pace, follow your breath as you glide side to side. And opening up a little massage for the spine, for those intercostal muscles in our rib cage. And the next time that you come over to the left, let's just take a pause there. Good. Turn and look underneath your right arm. Good. And breathe. Good. And then inhale, slowly come back up, and let's go to the other side. Nice breath in. Just relax. Pause there. Practice that pause. Turn and look underneath the left arm now. And breathe. Feel that nice long stretch. Your toes are pressing into the floor. That's stabilizing you. You want to feel the bottoms of your feet, all those little nerve endings in your feet. Yeah. And slowly come back up and exhale it out. Good. And roll it out. Good. Now bringing the legs together and reaching the knees out to the side and bringing the bottoms of your feet as much together as you can, coming into Baddha Konasana here. And on the inhale breath, we're going to lift the chest a little bit. Relax your arms down alongside your body. And again, we're going to reach the arms out into a V. So lifting the heart, lifting the arms, and opening the hips. Yeah. The heart. And just stretch up, honoring this beautiful day that we're having. Yeah, and exhale, relax. Good. And then take your hands to the outside of your thighs and just bring them in. Good. And then keeping the legs together, just going to squeeze your legs together and relax. And as you do that, as you squeeze your legs together, also lift the pelvic floor muscles up off your chair. We're going to squeeze the legs together, lift your pelvic floor muscles up, engage those pelvic floor muscles, and then release and relax. Good. And one more time, squeeze the legs together, lift the pelvic floor muscles up. You can do this anytime when you're sitting anywhere. Nobody will even know, right? That you're keeping those muscles tense. You know, the thing with aging is we start to lose our muscle mass. We don't build muscle as well as we did when we were younger. And so to keep those muscles, you know, working, that will keep that muscle mass. We also, yeah, so that's just these simple little things. So, you know, again, just get yourself a little playlist and jot it down. And when you're having a day where you're not going to another class or, you know, going to exercise, as I heard that on this podcast, it said those 3 things our body needs to stay healthy. Exercise is one. And number 2 is exercise. That wasn't a typo. And 3 is just watching what you eat. What you put in is what you become. Yeah. All right. So we're going to stand up now. So, you know, lifting those pelvic floor muscles up as you come to a stand, along with resting the heart forward and up, is a really great way to practice that stand. Yeah. So we're going to lean forward a little bit. You're a little bit up at the front of your chair. Good. And as you stand, press your heart forward, lift the pelvic floor muscles up. Yes, engage those pelvic floor muscles. And it just makes that standing so much lighter. And coming to the back of your chair now. I'm going to slide my chair out of the way. Feel free to keep yours in front of you. Good. And we're going to just shake, rattle, and roll here. Start to move the body. Yeah. Good. So yes, 5 minutes of stuff in your bed to start the day. 5 minutes of just moving, doing this, right? Yeah, maybe stepping side to side. Just moving the body however it feels nice to move. Good. And side to side, strengthening. We're strengthening the outside of our thighs. Yeah. And strengthening all the muscles. Yeah, the thighs tend to be the ones that we work the most. Yeah. And the inner thighs, we don't work very much. Good. And then come back to center. Good. Bring the feet out just a little bit wider apart. Let's relax a bit. On an inhale breath, reach the arms out and up. Good. And let's do that little wave, that little queen and king wave. Forward and back, forward and back. And you can maybe stretch the fingers a little bit wider apart. Tuck the belly in. Lift the pelvic floor muscles. Engage those pelvic floor muscles. That's going to stabilize us. Yeah, all the strengthening that we do with these muscles help us to not fall down. Yeah, and keep our balance. And then relax, let the arms float down. Good. Soften the knees and inhale to one side and exhale to the other. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Ha. 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 One more. Ha. And last one. And relax. Good. Roll out the shoulders, back. Roll the shoulders forward. Bring the legs back together. Good. Nice tall spine. Gauge the pelvic floor muscles. Let's come into our mountain pose here. So feet are forward, maybe even toes in sometimes a little bit to have the toes be straight forward. Yeah, good. And then palms are forward, belly's tucked in. Good. And let's just reach our arms halfway up, bend the elbows. Yeah. And then lift the heart and look up and reach the arms back. Ah, such a nice whole front body stretch. Good. And relax. So keeping that nice tall spine as much as you can during the course of the day. Again, this body was meant to be upright, you know, for the most part of the day. Yeah, so anytime we're standing upright, to stretch the body, just like Izzy does. Yeah, good. And now we're going to bring our hands into prayer position, staying in our nice mountain pose here. And then gently pressing the palms together and lifting the elbows up. Good. And then we're going to inhale to one side, soften the knees, and back forward, and exhale to the other side. Or just a gentle little press into your palms as you slowly go side to side, not taking it too far. Like I said, just 50% is even enough. Yeah. Our minds, our egos tend to just crank it out sometimes. And sometimes that's not necessary. Yeah. I mean, if you want to go for it, go for it. Good. All right, one more here, side to side. Feeling the twist of the waist. The next time you come to the right, we're going to pause. Good. And just lift the elbows just a little bit higher, not further, like maybe a little bit below the shoulders. Good. Looking to the right gently. And now if it's available to you, press into your toes, lift those pelvic floor muscles up. And if you can, slowly open your arms out wide. Yeah. If that feels okay. And look a little bit further to the right, maybe to that right thumb. And breathe. Blossoming open. Saw the first little crocus the other day. Just poking its head out and blossoming open. And then slowly bring your hands back to prayer position. Good. And slowly bring your body back forward. And let's go to the other side. So twisting over to the opposite side. Good. And if you're feeling like it, you can open your arms wide. Yeah. Welcoming one of the best days of your life. And turn and look to the left or to that back thumb. And breathe. Don't forget to stop breathing. So notice the toes working. Notice the pelvic floor muscles engaged a little bit. That also engages the core. And slowly bring the hands back forward into prayer position. Relax the arms down, interlace your hands, and just roll. Roll your hands. Good. Nice. All right, and roll it out. Bringing your hands onto your waist here. Again, just situating yourself in mountain pose. Yeah. Softening your knees. Take a nice big breath in, and as you exhale, let's just hinge forward at our waist, just as far as is comfortable. Yeah. And just coming a little bit halfway. Feel free to bring your hands onto your thighs. Good. Notice the crown of your head and see if you can just stretch the crown of your head forward and breathe. Yeah, nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Now, on your next inhale breath, slowly start to walk your hands slowly up. Yeah. And head's the last thing to come up. All right, we're gonna do a little bit. Have your chair handy if you're on to the side or in front of you. So we're gonna work a little bit of our balance today, right? So one of the major causes of falling, as well as we age, right? So we start to lose a lot. We start to lose our muscle mass a little bit. We start to lose that proprioception of where we are in space. And that can come with the loss of hearing a little bit, the loss of our eyesight a little bit. So it makes us more vulnerable, right? So the more we can practice that feeling of where we are in space, and also sensation, right? The somatosensory, the sensation of pain and pressure kind of wanes as well. And those are important for us to stay balanced. So we're just gonna start with our feet now. So come to a nice, your mountain pose, right? Yeah, your mountain feet, good. Now we're gonna press our big toes into the floor and feel that pressing of the big toe into the floor for that grounding. And then release that. And then feel the 3 middle toes pressing into the floor. Good. And relax. And then feel your pinky toes. So we're isolating all these different sensations in our feet. Yeah, our feet are the connection to the earth for us. And then relax the pinky toe. Now I want you to feel the ball of your foot pressing into the floor. Yeah. And then relax that. And now feel the heels pressing into the earth. Yeah. And when you're doing that, you're igniting all the muscles all the way up your legs. And relax. And now here's where you might want to need to hold on to something, because we're going to make an outline of our right shoe, right? So we're going to lift our heel, start with the toe, then go to the outside and to the heel and to the inside. Yeah. So just making an outline of the bottom of the shoe on the floor. And then relax and just do the other side. So lift the heel up, start with that left, going to the outside and back, side and forward. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit, you can let go, because this does take you off your balance just a little bit. Chair is always there to hold on to. Good. And relax. Now, if you want to challenge yourself even further, you can either do one or the other, or you can try both, right? So going to the right with both feet to the heels, and to the left, and to the toes. And just imagine you're making this big black ink indentation into the floor. You want to get the whole outline of your shoe to do that. Notice what happens when you go back, right? That's when you have the tendency to, whoa, you know, what's happening? Good. And then reverse, go the opposite direction, making that outline with your feet. All these little things are so incredibly helpful and important to keeping the body strong and healthy and supple. Yeah. And where that, you know, knowing where you are in space, and relax. Good. And wiggle it out, wiggle it out. Good. All right, we're going to practice little lunges here. So this is going to challenge our balance a little bit. Good. So we can start with hands on hips. And again, you have your chair either in front of you or on the side, you know, probably helpful front, because we're going to come into a lunge. We're going to lean forward a little bit. We're going to start with our right foot and just step it back, right? to where it's comfortable on the ball of your foot. Again, make sure that heel's not caving in. Good, so just a little lunge here. You're leaning forward slightly. Good, and here was the strength that comes in. You're gonna lift those pelvic floor muscles up, and you're gonna bring that foot, that right foot, and tap it next to the left. And then you're gonna send it back into your lunge. Yeah, nice and controlled. On an inhale breath, bring that foot forward and tap, and then send it back. Good. Bring it forward and tap, controlled pause, and back. Anytime you can hold on to the chair, bring it forward, tap, and back. And we're going to do one more. So bringing it forward and tap, and bring it back. Good. Now let's come back to center, come back to our mountain feet. Good. Wiggle out your feet. You notice that your toes work during those lunges, right? All right, we're going to take that a little bit further with a little forward and back lunge. And again, the purpose here is to keep that balance, right, where we are in space, and control that a little bit. So we're going to step the right foot forward just a little bit, and then we're going to drop our hips. So we're going to keep the knees at 90, the nice right above the heel-ish, right? So we're not going far. Good. And then we're going to tap it in, and then we're going to come back onto the ball of the foot, drop our hips, right? Tiny little bend in this front knee. So there should be no discomfort. So don't go as far back. And then we're going to bring it in center. And then we're going to step forward and drop the hips, lift that back heel, and tap center. And we're going to step back and drop our hips, and tap center, and step forward and drop the hips. And don't go far, so make sure you take care of the knees, and step back and drop the hips, and center. All right, now to challenge, if you want to challenge yourself a little more, we're going to skip the tap in between. So we're going to step forward, drop the hips, and go right into stepping back and drop. Nice and controlled. So you can hold on to your chair. If you want more, you can come onto your waist with your hands and step back. And if that is not serving you here, you can keep that step forward. And step forward and drop just a little bit. And then nice and slowly step back. That's where this leg's working. And one more. Good job. Whoa. I just lost it there a second. And step back. Good. How you doing? And relax. And release. Shake it out. Good. And you can come to the other side, or make sure that you have something on the side to hold on to, or if your chair's in front of you, you can just stay with it there. We're just going to do that same thing on this side. Yeah. All right, so we're going to step now the left foot back into a lunge. Good. Make sure that heel's straight back. We're going to lean forward slightly. And then on an inhale breath, we're just going to tap next to the right. And then we're going to slowly come back to our lunge. Good. Lean forward and tap. So keep the body forward and send it back and tap forward. And again, you don't have to go far back. So wherever you can keep a nice controlled send back and tap middle. And one more, come back to your lunge. And then tap center. And let's take a break. Good. So it's that control, right? And when we lose our muscles' strength is when we start to lose that control, right? So it's important to work those muscles and both sides of the muscles. So the thighs and hamstrings, right? Yeah, keep that balance of the musculature. Good. All right, so we're going to come into our little lunge drops forward and back. Okay, so stepping forward, drop your hips. Good. And then tap center, and then come back and drop. Yeah. And tap center. Step forward, come to a little lunge, lifting that back heel. And then tap center, nice and slow. And then reach back, drop, and tap center. One more. Forward, drop, and tap center. And back, and drop, and tap center. Now we're gonna skip the tap, right? So coming forward, drop, and nice and controlled, slowly step back and drop into that little lunge. Nice and controlled, step forward, drop, and again to challenge yourself, let go of the chair. That's gonna challenge your balance a little more. Good. Nothing should be uncomfortable with the knees, that's why slow. And back. And let's do one more. Last one here. Forward and back and down. And step it nice and slowly back and down. And come back to center. Okay. Challenge you. You can start feeling it all working in your thighs, your hamstrings, your glute muscles, right? Wiggle it out. Good. All right. Shake, shake, shake. Shake off any tension. I feel nice here now too. Let's just come a little bit wider apart with our feet. Put a little bounce in your knees. And let's just do some figure eights with our, excuse me, our hips. Just gliding the hips just into this figure eight. Good. Nice and slow. Just imagining that pattern, that figure eight pattern. Good. And relax. Good. All right, bringing the legs a little bit wider apart now. Good. Hands on hips, or you can just leave them down alongside your legs and just draw your hips over to the right and left. Again, these are staying soft in this, just stretching the inside of the thighs, right? We want to work all of these muscles. Yeah, when they're all stretched and strengthened is when we feel like the sensation, right? Feel where we are in space. This is especially helpful going up and down stairs, especially upstairs. Yeah, and come back to center. All right, let's lift our right toes up, pivot on our right heels, and drop your toe. Let's find our little bend in the right knee, thigh back. Find our warrior two. Stretch your arms out to a T. Again, feel that energy from fingertip to fingertip. Good, good. And then slowly turn and look over towards that right middle finger. Good. Notice the shoulders, so take a breath in. And as you exhale, let the shoulders melt back and down. Good. Notice your toes gently pressing into the earth. Tuck your tailbone forward just slightly and notice if you feel a little more balanced by doing that, taking the curve out of that low back. And breathe. Stretch. Good. So very good. So great for strengthening our lower body. Yeah, now turning the gaze back forward, lifting the palms up. On an inhale breath, just straighten that right knee and reach the arms out and up. Let's do our little warrior dance. And then exhale, soften. Relax the shoulders. Inhale out and up, pressing into your feet, using those feet and those toes. Exhale, down. And let's do one more. Inhale, reach out and up. And exhale, relax. Take a breath in. As you exhale, allow your arms to soften down. Relax the shoulders. Press down into your right foot. Yes, lift the right toes up just slightly. Slowly pivot forward. We're going to go right over to the other side. If you want to take a break and just come to mountain for a second and then meet us on the other side. If that feels good on your body, do that. Yeah. And then soften the left knee. Good. Check in with that left heel in the line with the middle of the right foot. Stretch your arms out. Good. And then turn the gaze to that left finger. Good. Anytime you want to challenge yourself and a little bit more in Warrior Two, you can soften your gaze. Just looking through your eyelashes at that left finger. Yeah. And even if you're feeling very stable, pressing into your toes, relax your shoulders back and down, tuck your tailbone forward. You can even experiment with closing your eyes and just notice that wobble in your body. Yeah, that's the connection, right? That's getting that, yes, somatosensory. Where are you in space? I know where I am. My muscles are strong, they're holding me up. Go ahead and open the eyes. If you'd like, turn the gaze back forward, lift the palms up, and then slowly straighten, just gently straighten. Don't lock out that left knee, reach up, and exhale. Find your breath cadence. Inhale, reach out and up, stretch long. Yeah, and exhale. Using your toes for balance, seeing you. Inhale out and up. And exhale, relax. Really nice, beautiful, beautiful work, everyone. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, relax the arms down. Good. Gently press, straighten that left knee a little bit, lift the left toes up, slowly pivot them forward, and then we're going to bring our heels in, our toes in. This is a really plushy carpet, so it's sticky. So I'm going to step, step, step. Yeah. Feet back in and relax. Shake it out. Good. All right. We're going to make our way now back to our chairs. Really nice work up there, everyone. Hopefully you're feeling all of that nice work in your hips and your legs. Yeah, good. And we're going to mindfully make our way back to our chair. Yeah. So using lots of things when you sit, pressing into your toes, reaching your hips back, feeling the thighs reaching out to the side, pelvic floor muscles engaged as you just very gently drop onto your seat. Yes, good. Yeah, the more we strengthen all of this stuff, yes, standing and sitting is, we've done that before. A great form of exercise for us. All right, we're gonna scoot forward a little bit in our chair. Good, and we're gonna come into our hip opener. Again, something that you can do on your bed, in your bed, on your back. It's actually a lot easier, I think, but on your chair is nice. We're gonna hug again that right leg in. Let's just do a couple stretches for our foot. This always just seems natural to do this. And reverse. Good. Options are to bring that ankle up right above your knee. So if you happen to be laying down in your bed after you've stretched your legs and did that little hugging thing, you can do this hip opener by just bringing your leg right above your knee, never on your knee. Yeah, and just let that leg drop down, right? Sitting is a little more challenging, right? Nice tall spine. And so you can bring that outside of your foot that we just outlined on top of your left. Yes, to keep this right hip open. Good. And then lift the heart, look up. And then as you exhale, lean forward. So you won't be leaning forward if you're doing this laying down. You're just gonna let that take some nice deep breaths and then come back up and exhale. And as you exhale, just let that leg drop open. Yeah. And come back up. And this time we're gonna practice the pause. So as your belly comes forward, the head is not down, the head is in line with the shoulders for now. Yes. And then as you exhale, just relax the head wherever it wants to drop to. You can lift, if you want a deeper stretch and you're up here, you can lift your right toes up. You can also allow your forearms to just lean on top of that leg. That'll open it up more if you feel like you want more. Close your eyes. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. And each time you exhale, scan the body. Where are you holding tension? Open your mouth slightly. Maybe your jaw's holding. Yeah. Right. Eyes relax. Maybe you relax your fingers. Wiggle your fingers just a little bit. Relax the fingers. Keep the stress out of your shoulders. Reach your shoulders away from your ears. And just let that right hip relax, open. Just a little bit more each time. And when you're ready, on an inhale breath, slowly bring the body back up. Good. All right. Now this is if you want a little bit deeper. Otherwise, you just stay right here. You want to grab onto this leg and reach it up and rock it side to side. I'm cheating because I have a swivel chair. That's just something if you want a little bit deeper, different stretch. Yeah. But again, as you're laying down, this left leg is extended, right? And this leg is just laying on top. And it's really nice to do things on your back sometimes and release. That gives you like support, right? Your whole body's supported. All right, wiggle it out. And let's go to the other side now. So grabbing behind your other knee and hugging that in. Good, let's do a little turn of the ankle on this side and stretch opposite. Good. And again, you can either land the foot on this side. I don't know, your hip may or may not be better, or a little more open, or maybe even tighter on this side. Yeah. And an option is the outside of the shoe that lays on top of the shoe so that this left leg comes out nice and wide. Good. Lift the heart. That right there starts to get a stretch, because when we're rounded forward, we're taking a stretch out. So lift the heart. Good. And then lean forward. Just massaging. Just come to where you start feeling a good stretch. Practice the pause and come back up. And lean forward. Practice the pause and back up. And forward. And pause here. Good. Relax the head, just let it fall down. Lift the toe if you'd like. Maybe forearms on this leg if you'd like. Eyes closed and breathe. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths here. And relax the shoulders away from your ears. Yeah, let's wiggle your fingers. Open your mouth. Just wiggle your nose and your jaw. And breathe. Relax, open. 2 more breaths here. Long, slow, deep breaths. Good. And when you're ready, slowly bring the body back up. Good. If you're crossed at your ankles, just guide that left thigh a little closer to the floor. If you want to try this, called rock the baby, right? I'm going to be a grandmother after all. And you can just lift that leg up and just rock it side to side. Yeah. And if that doesn't feel good, don't do it. Yeah, it's a pretty intense hip opener. That rocking sensation just sends a signal to your body to give it permission to let go. Yeah. And relax the baby back onto your leg. And help that leg up off the other and relax. Good. And one more time, we're going to bring our legs together. And we're going to come onto the bottoms of our feet in Baddha Konasana. This is also a really nice one to do laying down on your back, right? You start by bending your knees and then bringing your legs together and just letting the legs drop open, right? And sometimes if you have pillows available, to put little pillows underneath near your hips, underneath your thighs, and just lay with the bottoms of your feet together. With eyes closed and breathe. Each time you exhale, See if you can relax the knees open a little bit more. Yeah, so give some of these a try tomorrow morning before you get out of bed, or at night before you go to sleep, but make it nice and relaxed if you're doing it then. Yeah, good. All right, opening the eyes, bringing your hands to the outside and in. Bring your legs in. Let's bring our feet back to hip distance apart. Good. I'm feeling like the hip circle. So let's bring our legs a little bit wider apart. Yeah, and again, you're not on this silly little swivel chair. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, just come forward, lean forward, like we did with our lunge. And then over to one side, and back, and over to the other side, and forward. Good. Nice and slow, inhaling as you go up and back. You can lean back as far as you can, tuck that belly in as you go back, keep the head right above the shoulders, keep the spine straight. Yeah. And just turning at the hips. Next time you come forward, pause and reverse. Opposite direction. Feeling the upper body, the whole trunk of the body as it turns, the hips opening here. Good. Last one here. And next time the body comes forward, pause. Good. And slowly come back up and heel toe, your feet back to hip distance apart. Just getting a little bit more strengthening in these thighs, in these legs before we go into Shavasana. So you can hold on to the sides of your chair. You can just leave your arms down alongside your body, or you can leave them on your lap, right? We're gonna just lift the right leg up, tuck this belly in, and release. Lift the left leg up, and release. And the right, not mindfully, nice and slowly, feeling these thighs engage, feeling these hip flexors get nice and strong. Yeah, good. If you want to add the arms, doing a seated little march here, that's up to you. Yeah, nice and slow and mindful. Yes, just like we did our lunges. So slow. You lift up a little higher each time. Just feel that big thigh muscle lifting the weight of your leg. How we doing? Good. We're marching our way into final relaxation. Last one here, you got it. Yeah, and release. Nice. Wiggle out the legs. Shake off any tension. Blink your eyes, shake your head. Yeah, shake, shake, shake. Release, release, release. And relax the body. And let's begin our preparation for final relaxation. So sitting back into your chair, making sure that your back feels supported. Again, chilly day, grab that blanket, wrap yourself up, feet flat on the floor, palms up on your lap. Of course, you can feel free to lay down on the floor if that's in your practice. Yeah. And then allow your eyes to close. Good. And take a nice big breath in and let it go. Practice the pause on either end. 2 more. Breathing in, slight little pause. Breathing out. Relax. 1 more. If you want. You've done 3 slow breaths. As you exhale, allow your body to relax. And just for these next 4 minutes, allow the body to let go of any effort, the mind to run free. Relax the shoulders, the arms, your back, your belly, your hips, your thighs, your hamstrings, your calves, your feet, your toes. And take a breath in and let go of all of your efforts. Whole body's relaxed now. Whole body's relaxed. Allow the relaxation to just envelop you. Little smile on the face. Your mind begins to get busy. Just bring your awareness to your breath, your soft, gentle, even breath. Relax the body more and more. Bring that gentle little smile to your face that left. And feel free to remain here if you'd like, as long as you'd like. Should you choose now to come back into this space, Just do it slowly, keeping the body relaxed. Just begin to move it, wiggling fingers and toes, maybe swaying side to side. And gratitude for this beautiful body that we have, with all of its beauty, with all of its challenges. It just is all beautiful. And slowly come back to stillness, bringing your hands into prayer position, resting your hands onto your heart. And take a nice big deep breath in, fill the lungs. And as you exhale, bow your forehead, relax your shoulders. We'll close practice today with this. Concepts limit us when it comes to living and knowing life. Life must be lived, not understood. Fall into the state of wonder. When you're feeling ready and complete at your own pace, you may gently and slowly, when you're ready, just begin to flutter the eyes open as you lift your head. And I thank you all for coming and practicing together on this amazing day. Have a lovely rest of your day. 5 minutes, 50%, a couple times a day. Have a lovely rest of your day and week. Namaste. Nice to see all of you. Have a cozy rest of your day.